He will talk about sign of the times. Okay? And there is no better age group that will talk about this except for their own majority. Okay? And without further ado, Ebol.
Hello po, good afternoon. Okay, so you guys might be wondering kung bakit ganyan yung mukha ko sa sa PowerPoint. It is because I'm an architect and at the same time, I am a comic artist. So during my free time, I like to draw and I like to do art. So yun lang, little background about me. Pero let's cut to the chase. This event naman po is for you. So it's not about me. So okay. So when I was first asked to speak here in front of you, I actually didn't know what to say. Kasi, you know, as a young architect, meron akong experience, pero not that much. So, nag-iisip ako ng valuable things na pwede kong i-share to these already successful and established people. But then I realized, maybe that's it. As a young architect, maybe I could share my perspective as being a part of the younger generation on how we see the world, we see the modern world. Okay, so if that is okay, I would like to share my thoughts and let me start with letter T. So I prepared 5 factors na I think very important for the modern days. So the first item is T, technology. So imagine there was a time when you need to do a specific task, you need a specific gadget to do that task. So if you want to take a photo, you need a camera. And if you want to write a letter, you need a typewriter. And if you want to play a game, you need your Game Boy. And if you want to call someone, you're gonna have to use the telephone. But now, all of these are integrated into this tiny piece of metal. So that's the evolution of the technology that we're experiencing right now. So yung technology, it has become so advanced that our days or our activities has been so dependent to this gadget. So I bet you wala nang makalabas sa atin ng bahay without holding our smartphone or having our smartphones in our own pockets. So yun, that's letter T, that's technology. The next letter is I. I stands for instant. So, in our generation, nauso yung word na instant gratification. Kasi yung generation namin, we are less patient and gusto namin yung mga bagay na gusto namin, mapunta agad sa amin ng sobrang bilis. So, ano ba yung mga nakikita nating application ng instant ngayon? So, kaya nga po nauso itong mga different apps kasi they want to be instant. They want to make things quick for people. So my first example is GCash. So if you remember, like 10 years ago, if you want to send money to your friends or to your relatives, you're gonna have to go to Cebuana Luwilier or Palawan Express. And it's gonna take some few days para ma-receive nila yung pera. But now with GCash, all of those process can be just done in one click. At the same time, ganun din sa Grab. If you want to buy a food, few years ago you have to go outside your house and purchase the food yourself. Pero ngayon dahil sa Grab, kahit nag-Netflix ka or you're doing something, they can just deliver the food right in front of your house. And if you guys are familiar with Tinder, Tinder is a dating app. So sometimes if wala kang ginagawa, bored ka, and you can meet the potential love of your life, and that could be an example of instant relationship. So, Tinder. Okay. So, ako, nagamit ko na yun before, pero since I have no luck in Tinder, so I stopped using it na. Okay, so the next letter is M. M stands for memorable. So, when I think about the word memorable, isang word yung na-associate ko with it. that is Instagrammable. So by the dictionary, Instagrammable means something is worth sharing online. So for example, if you go to the beach and you like that scenery, you would take a photo of it and you would share it online and your friends and relatives would see it. So that is Instagrammable because that important feeling or that impact, that scenery made upon you, you would want to share to other people. So nakikita ko siyang may similarity rin sa Shopee. So for example, if you buy an item on Shopee, tapos you really like the item, you would want to share it to other people. So you're gonna take a photo of the item, tapos you're gonna write comments about it. And sa Shopee, yun yung tinatawag nating review section. So that's being memorable. So yung generation natin, we give much importance to things that are memorable to us. So the next item is E. So I think this is very self-explanatory. Easy kasi wala namang tao na gusto pahirapan yung sarili. So we want things to be easy for us. And I think lahat naman ng industry, they are working towards the goal of making things easier for the consumers. So yun lang, there's a downside because yung younger generation, nasanay na kami na madali namin makuha yung mga bagay. So marami nagsasabi na yung generation namin are much lazier than the previous generations. And I hate to admit it, but that is true. But as they say, merong two sides of the coin. So sinabi ni Bill Gates na I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. So I think that would be the greatest contribution of the younger people. Because siguro nga, nasanay kami na madali yung mga bagay, we would find an innovative solutions or maybe a different options to do a specific task. So yun yung magiging contribution namin mga bata. The next item is S, sigurista. So for this example, gumawa ako ng little experiment within our team. So, pinapili ko yung mga tao sa team namin if when they're buying on Shopee, they would choose add to cart or buy it now. And guys, makikita niyo yung result. Very amazing. Okay. So for the add to cart option, 92% yung pinili nila add to cart. So kung makikita niyo yung similarities, maybe makikita niyo na they're younger people, mga pogi, magaganda, ganon. Then for the buy it now, may isa lang po na pumili ng buy it now, it is Sir Abong. So, nung tinanong ko si Sir Abong, bakit buy it now yung pinili mo? Sabi niya, kasi I'm an impatient person. I want things to be here right away. So yun yung sabi niya. Pero ako, may sarili akong interpretation to that. Ang realization ko kasi, si Sir Abong, may pera siya pang bili right now. Tapos kami mga bata, wala pa. So maybe we have to wait for our sweldo to buy things on Shopee. So ina-add to cart muna namin siya. So ayun. Okay. So now na na-complete natin yung 5 things na yun, it spells times. So these are the signs of the times. So ano nga ba yung sign of the times? It tells us that things are happening right now. And things were happening before, things are happening now, things are gonna happen, things are gonna change in the future. So if we don't do something to adapt to these changes, mapag-iwanan talaga tayo. And we don't want to be those people na mapag-iwanan kasi hindi natin inisip yung changes na to. So of course, if there are signs of the times, there will be demands of the times. So what are these demands of the times? It means na yung mga demands before, it constantly changed. So yung mga demands 20 years ago, hindi na yung demands ngayon. So I'm gonna show you a magic number. That's what we call it, the magic number 23. Yung 23 po, it is the median number of the majority of the age bracket that consists of our population. So 38% of the population consists of ages from 13 to 34. So sino nga po ba yung mga 13 to 34? Ito po yung mga alphas, ito yung Gen Z, and some of the millennials. So it's very important for us to cater to the needs of this age bracket. So, ayun. So kung mga bata yung mga i-cater natin, kung bata yung mga potential customer natin, of course, we should know what they want and what they demand. So kung kanina, nakikita nyo na I've been giving Shopee as an example, it is because Shopee has been so wise that they were able to integrate all of these factors into one platform. So we have the technology, instant, memorability, easy, and sigurista. So Shopee is smart enough to be able to put them into one platform kasi, oo nga po, kung kayo yung consumer and you want all of these things considered, wala na kayong hahanaping iba. You're just gonna look for Shopee. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to emulate. Okay? So, I know right now, habang nakikinig kayo sa akin, siguro nag-iisip na rin kayo ng other ways to improve on how you could cater better to your clients, to your partners. Because I know that hindi naman po kayo maging successful without having that mindset. And I encourage you guys na if you have any questions or comments or suggestions na you would write them down on your paper because as Sir Abong said before, this is a symposium and this is a collaborative effort para mas ma-improve natin yung product natin. Because I believe that if we work together, I know we can make something